take a seat. Whether jank or competitive, the vibe stays sweet. From the first spell slung to the last heartbeat. Attempt to cast where magic runs deep.
Welcome to Attempt to Cast, the award-winning Magic the Gathering podcast, where I made up all the awards and hosted the same award show. I'm your host and prophet of the Magic the Gathering Monster Hunter Secret Lair, Zach, and joining me is the prophet of
Turtles?
Yeah, the prophet of the Ninja Turtles set.
I love turtles!
Oh my god.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh my god, dude, I missed that. And joining us is the prophet of the Avatar set, Mariah. Always so much to say in her intros. Welcome, friends. It's 1 year.
Has it been a year?
It's been a year. Well, it's our first.
I'm just gonna throw out there, I'm not good at small talk, so.
True. Just pegging talk. How do you feel about pegging?
Like the fake begging for dogs?
No, pegging. Like the religion.
Hoping to try it. I know like nothing about paganism other than
It's
How about
actually very
paganism?
interesting.
What do you know about paganism? Alright, yeah, so 1 year. Our first episode, our pilot episode, came out in November of last year, 2024.
that's wow.
Yep. And so we started this just to kind of see how fun it would be and
Just boofing around.
just boofing around. And shit went a little bit better than I think we thought it was going to, which was cool.
I mean,
Dope.
Matt does not have any idea.
yeah, like all the work is like over there. Like, I send me the royalty checks. That's all I care about.
Oh,
Matt's just here so he doesn't get fined.
Yeah.
Matt's on contract. You are mandated to show up once a month.
Well, it's like someone asked me about it at work. I was like, I mean, it's going really great, but like not because of me. Like I show up and talk for an hour once a month.
Hey, you're the only one of us that's gone to an official event and met people. So
Yeah, I guess doing the Lord's work.
We're gonna send you door to door from now on.
have you heard about Attempt to Cast?
But, yeah.
No, we're just gonna send them to different LGSs.
That's
Dude,
like the
so
life.
have I told you about my Indian abroad?
No, that is such a good shit.
Dude, so I want to start a web series where we find somebody who's not doing anything, and we don't give them a choice. We find an LGS who's willing to work with us, and then we buy him a ticket, and we send him with a random deck he doesn't get to choose, and he has to go play an F&M at a random LGS in some random ass town, and we pay for his travel and his flight and everything, and he's got to vlog the whole thing.
It'd be so funny.
What would we call this? We've got to get a good name.
Oh, we did have one. What was it?
Oh, dude.
Just like a Russian roulette style deck selection. Right?
Oh, dude, and just make and like
The worst decks, like no win cons.
no,
Like-
so sometimes,
Magic
but
law.
also, or we don't. He can't open the deck until he gets there.
We send it directly to the LGS.
And then they're like
It's already there when he
they're the
gets there.
saltiest too. So he gets there, and then he's automatically the target. He's got like fucking
Stack.
Eldrazi's and stacks, slivers. Like you just mono blue all counters. Just like dude.
I
Did
think-
an episode where we sent him with 90, like just
The 99 lands?
oh, dude, the 99 land deck, or like the, just like as many counters as you could cram into a mono
Yeah.
blue. Like that's
Yeah.
all it does. He can't do anything but counter.
Counterspell that deck.
Yeah.
Fuck. Man, we need somebody. Who do we know?
I thought about our buddy.
Keith would be great because he's so socially.
timid.
Yeah, he's so like, kind and such a good-hearted person that like he's playing like I'm gonna counter your commander for the 6th time. Like,
This would be so good, dude. If anybody sees this episode and wants to partner with Attempt to Cast on this new web series, hit me up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sick.
also, if you could pay for it all, that'd be cool.
We would have like crowdfunding or something.
Kickstarter campaign? for
No,
that?
I think it would have to be like throw up every couple months like a crowdfund thing. Like,
Yeah,
hey, we're sending someone somewhere.
We're filming a new episode of whatever this is called. Man, look at that. Oh, we'll figure it out. It'll be sick.
Fucking, if you're in the community and want to name it.
Yeah, big year for us though, in a weird way. So we started in November on YouTube and Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify.
YouTube and Spotify. We eventually branched out to Apple Podcasts. TikTok is really where we landed.
Yeah, I mean,
We boomed in TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok is where I can't seem to get the same traction. I also don't put the effort in on the other ones. It was just like, it just seemed to be easier.
I'll try to do the Instagram.
Yeah, if you want to run Instagram, that'd be fantastic.
Or Matt's on Instagram like all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you want to run our Instagram and even cross post for it, like
sure.
or if you want to make content,
Yeah.
I just can't
Do it all.
I mean, right.
bring
It's
myself
a lot.
to do it. I don't know why. I don't know. But anyway,
It's just not an app that lets you cross post.
yeah, maybe there is.
Like you just log into
All of them.
in
Well, I
the
know
app
because Meta owns both Facebook and Instagram. You can cross post on there
Sure.
and Threads easily.
yeah.
But
Who's using Threads? Like,
but yeah, so we started the podcast itself in November, and then we started TikTok and our Discord, which is also doing really well, in January.
blowing up.
We're a couple months away from 1 year in TikTok and Discord, and we've had some really great moments there as well. As a community, for 2,020 followers on TikTok, which is crazy for us. Like, we're not really
It is
doing
a lot.
much other than just posting shit.
Right.
Which we love our community. Our community's been
Yeah.
so incredible.
Yeah. They are
We've
really
met-
it's really cool because like we've made a lot of like actual friends
Yeah,
through
like real
TikTok.
friends,
And people we've met now in real life. People that we've traded with and that we play games with, that we talk to regularly. Like people that will just like reach out and ask me how I'm doing. You know, just like cool people.
But not you because you're not there. I'm totally
you're not
fucking
wrong.
with you. No,
He's-
totally fucking
He's the only
with
one
you.
that's met Deceptic.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, no, he was cool. I got-
No. Yeah, that was good. We did crazy things. We did, so we mentioned the awards that I made up.
yeah.
We did the
That was
casties.
fun though.
The casties was fun.
I think what was more fun with that was all the community engagement that we did get with that.
Yeah, we had some great, like Sullivan the Monster reaching out and like helping us with that was crazy.
Even just everybody going in to vote and nominate people and
Just the response from it was fantastic, and I loved that. We did a couple other events to help, like the community band. I mean, we got linked up with a lot of really cool creators and creatives.
The fundraisers you guys hosted.
Yeah, fundraisers and stuff. But I mean,
giveaways,
giveaway. Yeah, we did.
like random live giveaways.
Yeah, the random live giveaways we started. Our lives were. I mean, I need to get back into that, but our lives were kicking for a while, man. We were doing. It was awesome. We were having such a good time. But yeah, no, we've done giveaways. We just did our 2,000 follower giveaway, and that I don't. People brought it up. I don't know how we're ever gonna top that. That was an insane giveaway.
What was the pool?
It was custom chainmail dice bag and art colors.
I saw this.
A
Yeah.
custom glow in the dark dice by Fat Guys Dice. Again, all the community.
Just banded together and
And then like it was so bad that like
so
one of our-
bad.
Yeah,
one of our-
it's so good.
It was so
No, I
good.
mean, like the community, like that. Someone reached out to me, and was like, "I didn't know you guys were doing a giveaway. You should have told me, and I would have painted you a card and sent it to you
Oh,
for the giveaway." And I was like,
that's cool.
"Yeah, it's just like you guys are nuts," and you are. All of you who are listening right now are nuts. It was insane. We did the Planeswalk initiative. Is pretty cool. That's kicking. I mean, down right now, but we're gonna get it back up. That's pretty cool. Linking all of those discords together so everyone can see.
What is it, like 4 or 5 now?
Now we're up to 11.
Yeah. crazy.
Yeah, we've got
Aw.
we're in
Sorry.
3 or 4 countries.
No way.
We have over 3,000 player base available in the looking for game department.
That's crazy.
You know what's kind of cool about that? Is if we do go back into quarantine, we can still play Magic.
It's true. It's true with a
Yeah.
large group of
Spell-
folks.
spell table.
We've been doing a lot of small table. We got linked up with, like I said, a lot of creatives, a lot of people make cool stuff, Dark Side Designs, Mana and Splinters, Rin Altered, a bunch of other people who just make some really cool Mage 3D. People, a lot unfinished projects. Their charity organization, Fort Save for Good. So many people, and I'm missing a billion people, and then
Right.
just some like really great human beings that we've met. Just insane. Attempticon was crazy. We've met people. People have come up to play Magic or down, which is weird to say because we're
Yeah.
about as north as you get, unless you're
Yeah.
living in Alaska, or Canada. Shout out Canada. Oh, we got linked up in the Discord. We got linked up with the Commander Union Precon League, which is an insane and a really cool Precon League run by a great group of people. Shout out Carpals FTG and Mandorks Union, SoftServe, Webster, all of the guys that run that. They decided they left a whole other Discord for good reasons, and they just blessed us with their
Presents.
with their presence
And their
for the tournament.
beauty.
and
And their
beauty.
smoochies.
And their smoochies. And that's been a big, cool, really cool thing that's been going on. So shout out to them for doing that. Shout out again, we keep talking about Mandorks Union. Shout out to Mandorks Union, just being
Always
a
being there.
huge driver for our
Our Discord.
Are you the top rank in the Discord?
and he always will be.
Should be.
He always will
He
be.
should be.
He runs his own giveaway monthly for our users in our Discord because he is just the greatest human being.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
He's just the greatest people. And then everybody in the Discord, shout out to all 300 of our members in our Discord.
That's wild.
You guys are incredible. We had our first movie night tonight.
I saw that pop up.
Wait.
What'd you watch?
So we're 10% of all the Discord of the Planeswalk initiative.
There's some users are in multiple Discords.
Okay, but that
Yeah.
still makes us 10%.
Pretty close.
Cross
yeah.
pollinating.
Pretty close, but yeah. And on the Magic front, we opened a lot of packs. We played a lot of Magic this year, and
You should track the amount of packs.
No,
openings.
I don't want to fucking know.
dude,
I do not want to know. I don't even want to look at like the bank statements
Yeah,
to look at
the
how much
bank.
money we
Yeah,
spent
yeah.
on Magic cards. Like we probably could have fixed our house. This is
Or it's like comparing that to like your grocery bill. You know?
oh, it's not. No, that we have children. Our grocery bill.
Yeah, dude. Dang.
Yeah, but I think we want to discuss when we start talking about Magic here in this Magic the Gathering podcast.
40 minutes in.
25. You know, only what I don't cut.
Yeah, that's true.
People. So, oh yeah, there's another thing that happened this year. Everyone, the rumor started that I'm 5'5", and that has spread like wildfire. The joke that Mariah will hide things on top of the fridge so I can't get them. So actually, the joke is that I'm 5'5", and Mariah is 6 foot.
That's so crazy. Like, to just mentally, like, picture that.
Could you imagine me being 6 foot and how creepy I would look? Could you imagine, like, if my arms were longer?
Well, it would be proportional. It wouldn't be like you're
But, like,
Slender Man out here.
that's what it would look like. Think about it. At my weight, if
Sure.
I grew a fucking foot,
Right, right.
I would look like fucking Slender Man
But
with boobs. Maybe. Because my boobs would probably just fucking stretch out.
Is that what happens?
I don't know. You tell me.
But yeah, no, there's running jokes that she gives me uppies, and that's like she carries me around in her pocket, things like that. Which is rad. I'm glad that's the rumor that's going around.
yeah,
But yeah, 2025 had a lot of sets come out.
yeah.
Magic the Gathering, yada yada, Magic the Gathering. This is a podcast. We had Innistrad Remastered in January, followed by Aether Drift, Tarkir, Dragonstorm, Final Fantasy, Edge of Eternities, Spider-Man, and then, most recently, Avatar. And so, we did a little exercise today where we went through and we kind of rated our favorites.
Matt,
So-
you were very generous.
That's what I said, too. We're not going to share our exact scores, but...
Oh yeah, you guys put it.
I was fucking rough. I was like, fuck, this deck sucked. Or this set sucked.
We're gonna start with our least favorite set, why, and then our most favorite set, and why, and then we'll dig in a little more as we need. Matt, let's start with you.
Sure. What did I rate the highest? Was it
Avatar.
Avatar? Yeah, I think there's some. I mean, just one, nostalgia, and then two, I think the bending mechanics are going to impact, especially earthbending. I think that's going to impact every format that it's.
So fun.
Because it's free. It's literally free.
it.
Like they tack it onto a card, and it doesn't cost you a card. It makes your lands basically a man land,
And then even if it dies, it just comes back to you. No, I love it.
and yeah, I mean the art is just. I mean, it's just so good.
I wish they would have used more original art,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
hand drawn.
And Matt, how about your least favorite set from the year?
What did I rate? 12. So that would be
It looks like you had an 8.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
yeah. And to be clear, I am mostly an arena player, so like not having the actual cards online was like a huge turnoff for me, and I was just like this. I don't even think I've seen a real Spider-Man card.
If you want to see one?
Sure.
I see what you mean by that
The
too.
mechanics, I think the web slinging, it's called in web online. I think that's kind of cool. Like, because then later on, like if you have like a mana dork or whatever, you can tap them and then bounce it back to your hand to cast. You know. But
Yeah.
I think that's a cool mechanic, but yeah, just not having the actual cards, and then like I don't know. I don't really want New York Bagel in my Magic the Gathering game or whatever it's called. You know.
Bagel.
Isn't
Oh
that
my
the name of
gosh.
the card, or it's
I
like New York
is
hot
it,
dog or
I don't
something?
know. I have no idea.
You're some
I was like, that's okay for like a food token.
Yeah.
altars.
Yeah.
But like, and that's one of the things I love about tokens is like you could throw any proxy of token in and
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter.
Or wait, is it New York City is like a land?
I don't know.
Like
We can
this,
do it here.
yeah, this is cool.
We didn't do a ton.
Yeah. Clearly because it's rated all of our lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of the other like content creators that are like big time, like the limited podcast I listen to, they did like the uncommon and common set review, the rare set review, and then the next podcast that they were gonna do about it, they said they're not gonna talk about it because they're like me, they play on arena most of the time and they just don't want to like. They don't want that kind of experience. So, yeah, it was.
It was
I
boring.
drafted a few times.
It was boring. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Spider-Man was just boring.
Yeah.
Maybe if they bring it back with other things, like if they end up doing like a whole Marvel thing.
Oh, and not just.
Right. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
On that topic, Mariah, what was your most favorite set from the year?
I don't know. It was Avatar. And honestly, a lot like what Matt said, a lot of it has to do with the nostalgia point.
Yeah.
Like, that was like, still is a binge show for me.
So good.
Like, have it playing in the background. But, yeah. And the mechanics are fucking fun. I'm not gonna lie. The mechanics are so fun.
Yeah.
Like playing Arena with, I made an Aang Shrine deck.
Ooh.
It's
Is it fun?
Oh, I love it. Because then you airbend your shrines back and forth.
Oh.
And they
then
re-trigger.
Wow, the ETB effects or whatever. That's cool.
Yep. I like airbending's freaking fun. I use airbending and earthbending the most.
I saw some guy made a Doc Arlock deck, which is that bear from. He's like a Simic bear from Wild West set. Thunder Junction.
Yeah, Thunder Junction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Outlaw,
says
baby.
it says that like
Underrated set.
spells you
believe that
cast
was
from
last year.
Right? Okay. Spells you cast from exile cost 2 less to cast, so all of your airbended stuff is then free. Yeah. Yeah, it was a cool. It was a Power Dragon on YouTube. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
I don't know.
What was
Where
your
was-
least favorite set from the year?
Innistrad, because it was boring. It just had all the same cards.
Right.
Because it's a remaster, but it's just like I didn't really care for Innistrad in the first place, just because vampires feel overdone.
Yeah. And I think the first Innistrad set came out in like the Vampire Mania of like Twilight, and that, like when that was a movie. I think my timeline could be a little messed up.
No, that makes sense. That was like a big vampire era.
Right.
Yeah. For me, this will surprise no one who follows us. My most favorite set from the year was Final Fantasy. I will openly admit that a lot of that is nostalgia and how much of a fanboy I am for the series. How much of it I played. I did love all the art, the Amano arts. I felt like the arts they chose for the bonus sheets were awesome. The mechanics, this was probably the most fun I had in a limited set, I feel like.
Sure.
I built so many random small and then dismantled, and then some of I think from this year decks that I like still have together that I will cycle through. I have a lot of Final Fantasy, not limited, but like themed around. Like Sephiroth is one of my most powerful decks now, and that's a staple. Cloud is a pretty dope one, though. That one's getting outshone by my new book deck. Pretty hard. That new mono white equipment deck is wild. But yeah, and then like Tidus is sweet.
I had the urge to smack your hand for no other reason than just
And then my least favorite set
autism, probably.
Was a tie by my score between Spider-Man and Aether Drift, and it's probably Aether Drift. Like it's not. I think a lot of what you guys said. It's not the IP. It's not Spider-Man. It's just how they did it, right? I just felt like Spider-Man would have been a cooler, to your point, Ryan, a cooler side character in a bigger Marvel set.
Yeah.
Like focusing everything around the mechanics of Spider-Man and I don't know, like I thought I might have been excited that they did like Kraven the Hunter really well. I felt like he would have been a good Magic character and a good. Nah, he was
So
garbage too.
do you guys know the history
But
of
also,
Oh, sorry.
how cute would it have been if they had made like a Spider-Man from like the My Spidey and Friends shows,
Oh yeah, from the kids.
from the kids shows?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, the Spider-Man set was kind of a diving catch in that it was supposed to be like, what were those sets called? It was like Assassin's Creed was one, and then there was
Fallout was a smaller set.
no, it's like a specific where the boosters have like 7 cards. I can't remember.
Not jumps. I know what you're talking about. They did it for
Aftermath.
Yep.
And that's what Spider-Man was supposed to be, but it was like those 2 products, Assassin's Creed and the Aftermath one. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Just did like they're the worst.
Martial Machine.
Yes,
The Martial Machine.
Martial Machine Aftermath. I don't know.
No.
One of the Phyrexia sets Aftermath,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But like, I guess like literally one of the worst products in the history of the game.
You shut up. Like, I love all the Phyrexian ones. They have.
No, I just
decent
mean
cards.
like in terms of sales and customer adoption or whatever, or customer liking it. So they kind of they're like, well, we can't just like send this out to die. So they added cards and did things like that.
It was Martial Machine Aftermath.
Okay.
I'm not as dumb as I thought I was.
Yeah. So it was kind of like, I think Wizards knew that it wasn't going to do well. And they just kind of had to, cobble it together and get it out the door.
But also, I don't like the copy and paste art from In the Universes Beyond.
What do you mean?
Like, they'll just take like images from like the show or game or
Yeah.
whatever and just paste them on a card.
Yeah, before we started recording, I was telling Zach I heard about that there's like another German card game that has done a crossover with Avatar, and there's a card that they use for Toph when she's like in shackles, and it's like the same frame from that card game in Magic, and people were speculating that like, oh, this is they probably were just given like a file full of art from Nickelodeon, or, you know, whoever makes that decision, to Wizards and be like, this is our approved art or whatever. Which kind of sucks, but it also makes sense because like you're
Yeah,
not
that,
gonna-
like, but like, you can easily be like, we're having our artists draw. It's only hand drawn
yeah,
because there are hand drawn ones.
yes, yeah, I know. It's I don't know. It's so weird that we're in this place where like AI art isn't accepted as it's accepted as long as people don't know, but it's not good enough to go undetectable yet. You know, like, it's weird.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't
Yeah.
like AI.
Something else that happened in 2025 was a lot of Secret Lair drops.
A ton, yeah.
A ton, and some good. Some people, like Furby, freaked out.
Can I see the Furby one? I think that's adorable, and I kind of want those. Like, how do I
They're
get?
still for sale. They're like one of the only ones that didn't sell out.
They're so fucking cute now.
Your safety.
Oh,
Miscast,
Phyrexian Arena.
safekeeping, yeah.
okay. Those are adorable. I don't care what you say.
Oh,
Like,
people were mad about this set.
people are fucking mad about everything.
People were mad about this, bro.
You know what? Like
Cute. I like them.
the stance I have to take,
Odd bodies.
because like in my, I think you made the point, Zach, on TikTok a while ago. It's like Magic isn't dying; it's getting younger because it
Yeah.
has to, right?
Yep, yep.
The way I see it now, like the viewpoint I'm kind of taking is like I understand that this is not healthy for the game, but it must go this route to survive. And it's like I know McDonald's is bad for me, but I still enjoy it when I'm eating it.
Right,
you know,
right.
you know, like I do my best not to go there, but like I still find myself in the drive-thru every once in a while. You know,
Pull an Ernie from.
yeah.
Oh no.
So, what are some of your guys' favorite Secret Lairs from this year? Matt?
All the ones I didn't get. Fuck you, Secret Lair, for having a shit website.
Matt, staying in.
Dude,
Well, I think we should.
it is. I think I'm just done trying to get it from the website. Like I wanted the Ghosts one so bad. I waited in line,
Didn't get it either.
got there, like right as I was getting ready to check out, it says it's out of sale or out of stock, and it's like I would rather just go to Secret Lair website and it's just like fucking roll a d20 or click a random number generator button and it just tells me, hey, you didn't get selected for this lair. Good luck next time. Instead of like waiting for 6 hours
Dude,
in
it's
line.
fucking wild, dude. They need to fix it.
They don't want to. Yeah. No.
How about what was your? I mean, Ghost of Tsushima. Like, even though we didn't get it, I got it proxied. Sue me.
Yeah.
That was a sweet set.
Yeah.
Was that like one of the ones that you liked the most this year?
Man, I mean, I wanted the Final Fantasy one too. Didn't get that. That was cool. I mean, also the Last of Us. I think that mechanic of like partner survivor. I think that was cool. I didn't get that one either. Else. I wanted the Encyclopedia one. I didn't get that one.
I wanted the Phyrexian altar out of that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there were a lot of good ones. I didn't even try to get the Avatar one that just dropped like last week or whatever.
Yeah, that sold out. That sold out,
Yeah.
sold out fast.
The Iron Maiden one, I thought that was pretty cool. But, not for me, I'm not the audience, but I thought that was cool.
That is cool that they did that. To be honest.
The
Wait,
Office
is that The
one.
Office?
Yes, they did it a white one. But I wanted to
That's
get
funny.
it, but I didn't pull the
I
trigger.
need to go back up. I need to take a picture of those. Real quick. Real quick. Thank you.
Yeah. Mariah, I know you had an answer keyed up for this. What was your favorite Secret Lair
Sonic.
song? So.
Yeah, I did get that one actually.
And let's be honest, that one's probably my favorite this year, mainly because of my baby. So.
That's fantastic.
I think it was more exciting for me to see how excited she got about something that I like.
Right. The rare moment when two hobbies
Yeah.
collide.
My answer should not surprise anyone. It's not out yet, but it's be out
Soon, right? Next month or
December 1st.
next week?
And it's Monster Hunter. I have not shut up about this all year since we've known this. I wanted a Monster Hunter crossover, and then the news broke while I was in a meeting. I literally almost left that meeting, which might not sound like anything to people who are listening to this, but that would have been the end of my job.
Yeah.
I'm excited everything. The Valstrax Soul Ring. They put my favorite monster of all time in this. They put Zinogre in here. I literally have a Zinogre tattoo.
Which one is it on the?
It is Racha.
I do appreciate that there's no mechanically unique cards. They're all just reprints.
Yeah, and then like just the
Yeah,
art.
yeah.
I'm fucking stoked about this set, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I've played this game for over 20 years.
Are you gonna get the full super drop?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
If they allow me to. I can.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I'm so hyped that they even like this could have, in my opinion, could have been a full set. There's plenty of monsters. There's plenty of gear. There's plenty of anything they could have wanted to do with the set. I'm just happy to do
Across
it. Yeah,
20 games or however many games.
I'm just happy they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this might be a.
And this
precursor.
might be, yeah. Maybe they drop these secret lairs to see how well they sell.
Right. And then they add them to.
Yeah.
Because they already have an agreement with to license it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean it's Capcom. They've already done
What, Street Fighter.
Street Fighter and what's the other Capcom they did? I don't remember.
They did another one.
Well, that's all
Harvest Moon. Just kidding.
That would be cool.
That would be a cool one.
Secret,
That would
like,
be a cool one.
Swords to Plowshares would be a shoe in.
Oh, dude, that would be.
All the land, like you can do a bunch of different lands.
That's I made a
Be
TikTok
fun.
video about Monster Hunter about how they missed on doing the Monster Hunter lands. Would have been sick.
Or like Rune Factory,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that whole though.
because then you get the monster aspect of that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
That would be sick. Fire Emblem would be such a sick one.
I love Fire Emblem. Those are
Yeah,
good games.
just I'm gonna make a video about that now.
Actually,
Actually,
I was talking to somebody today, and they were like, I think they should do a Yu Yu Hakusho secret lair. And I was like, I agree with that, and I think Spirit Gun would be awesome.
I never watched that one. I mean,
It's one of my
a little bit, but I've heard so many great things.
It's good.
Best tournament arc in anime.
Best what art?
Tournament,
What do you mean?
like so that there's like a tournament.
Oh,
Like a
okay.
fight
Okay,
tournament.
Like most
Dragon
animes
Ball
have a
Z,
tournament.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Everyone that I've seen has.
Some sort of tournament.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just a part of Japanese culture.
It's definitely an anime trope.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that would be sick. Yeah, what else do we have listed here? Future sets. We kind of recap this year. We want to talk about 2026 Magic the Gathering. What sets are coming out in
Yeah.
2026? We start with Lorwyn in January, right?
Yeah.
I think they're gonna do a Ren and Stimpy secret lair. That'd be so funny. Be mildly inappropriate.
Yeah,
like
I'd be walking a line for sure.
It's log. It's log. It's big. It's better than wood. What attempted. Something terrible. Alright, so we start with Lorwyn Eclipse in January.
zoom into those. I can't see. I am blind.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Ooh.
They're doing the incarnations again, which is pretty sick. Ashling Rekindled. Unfortunately, that's blue in it. And then
Strixhaven!
Strixhaven is going to be.
Look how pretty that is.
Like, that's a cool command.
That is a sick command tower. Marvel superheroes. I think this is still unannounced. I think the going rate is that we think this is going to be either X-Men or Avengers.
Yeah, sure.
Unless they just
X-Men.
do like a generic.
Please be X-Men.
X-Men.
It would be sick. The Hobbit.
I am
again.
making a Magneto deck if it's X-Men.
Gambit deck.
You just throw your cards at people.
Imagine gathering the Hobbit again. People mad about it.
You got that one.
It's like an Infinity set where you're like, oh yes, your Gambit card is literally throw your deck at somebody.
That's funny.
The
Throw
Hobbit.
half your deck.
People are mad about it.
Target.
People were more mad about it when they thought that One Ring reprint was real, but it wasn't.
I think there's definitely. Sorry, go ahead. Shouldn't interrupt.
No, you're fine.
I was just gonna say, like, they can make a One Ring that is different, right?
I
mean,
agree.
It doesn't have to be the same broken card. It probably shouldn't be. But
Oh no, they made a new one of one.
Oh.
Ring. There was a rumor that they did.
Okay.
I think they should. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Post Malone can
But
buy that.
no. Like, well,
No, it just the whole thing about making a one-of-one card is that's what it's supposed
Right,
to do.
and I have a feeling they're gonna try and do that with like the Soul Ring, like the rings, the Infinity Stone. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, they already did the Soul Stone, and it wasn't. It was serialized, but it wasn't one-of-one.
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. Good.
But the Hobbit again.
that tells me they're gonna
kinda
do
excited for that one.
Avengers.
Oh, for sure. It's
100%.
either it's got to be X-Men and Avengers or the next two.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what other?
Well, because I mean, like that's what's coming up if they're doing the.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
If they're doing the Soul Stone, then it's definitely not going to be X-Men coming out.
2027.
Well, they
set
might
would be.
because they might do just another teaser. They might do like another stone, another Infinity Stone, or they might do the Gauntlet. That's
Right.
what-
Right. Oh, you mean like if it's X-Men, then they could
Yeah.
get one stone. Yeah.
The Hobbit, I'm excited about. It won't be like this is me stating this for a fact. It won't be as good as Lord of the Rings set was.
It
It's
shouldn't
gonna
be.
fun.
Sure.
It shouldn't be.
Reality Fracture is cool. So October. Sorry, I wasn't doing the dates. I'm an asshole. Lorwyn's January. Secrets of Strixhaven is April. The
June.
Marvel Superheroes is June. Hobbit is August. Reality Fracture 2026. We know very little about this, but I feel like this is what they're gonna do to retcon. I know people have mentioned they've already kind of retconned some of the stuff they've done in Magic. But I think they're gonna retcon, or they're going to find a way, alternate universes, bring Atraxa back, do things like that are undoable back, right? Somebody like people got fucking murked in Phyrexia.
Okay.
They're gonna undo that, or they're gonna find multiple
Interesting.
universes.
Ooh.
Find a way.
You know
they
who
can-
they're bringing back? Sorry, never mind. My brain farted.
But find ways where they can just let their writers go, and this makes
Elish
sense to
Norn.
me.
They're bringing back Elish Norn.
I think Elish Norn never died, did she?
Yes, she
I
did.
don't know.
Traxa did. Traxa got squashed by a billet. That was a stupid way to kill.
A city block.
Dude, stupid way to kill someone in a fucking fantasy world. Drop a building on them. I think this is good for Magic, in my opinion, in universe, because this gives them the freedom to say, hey, writers, go write and
Right.
don't fucking worry about what you write. Make it good. You know what I mean?
right.
But like, don't worry about how this affects canon, right? And then they can pick and choose from there.
This is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I don't think Magic needed a space-themed soap opera set.
You mean Star Trek?
Yeah.
Oh,
That makes a lot of sense.
but this is the perfect example. This is one I am negative hype about.
Sure.
I'm not gonna shit on it.
I'm excited to see what they come up with.
I'm not gonna poop on it, and I'm not gonna squander anybody else's fun. Some people are hyped for this. People are gonna love this, and this is the kind of like universes
Right.
beyond that. Like, if you don't
That
like
brings
it,
people in.
just skip it, dude.
Yeah.
But this is the one that brings people in because everyone's
no,
like,
definitely, like-
oh.
That universe is rich enough. There's like enough lore in that
Mm-hmm.
universe to have a full.
I think it's just the disappointment of it could have been Star Wars though.
Oh, they're gonna do Star Wars.
I think
they're waiting for the anniversary.
is there like a is it like a
I think
50 or
I think we might have missed the Star Wars. I think for Magic's 30th. The 30th?
no, I thought they did Magic 30. That was the
Yeah. So,
$1,000 boosters.
35.
I thought we did 25.
I thought it was Magic 30 was the boosters of
I mean, 30 makes sense. When did this come out?
Double check.
93?
93, 94.
Yeah, so.
Double check.
Well, then the 30th wouldn't be till the 2027, wouldn't it?
35th.
35.
MTG release date.
You're probably right.
What?
What?
25.
Yeah, alright,
Alpha.
MTG. Alpha. 93. August 5th, 1993. So,
So yeah, that was 2 years ago.
yeah. Yep, so 35 would be 27.
Yeah.
So, potentially, but I mean, we're gonna get the comments on this part of this video if anybody watches this on. It already has a card game. Fuck you and that opinion, like straight to the bank.
The thing,
The fact that you think that's stopping anybody, Final Fantasy has a successful
Right.
card game that's still going even after
Marvel.
Marvel. Avatar doesn't have a big one, but they had one. And here's the thing. I'm gonna say this again. I've said this on TikTok 100 million times. The people running that game, the people running that are in charge of the TCG and writing it and coming up with the cards and the mechanics and making it fun, don't own it. A corporation owns it, and the corporation's gonna want money. They're gonna take that IP and they're gonna shove it wherever they can to get the money.
Right.
Stop trying to tell people that because there's an existing TCG, Disney has a very successful TCG and it's still carving out its IP to other things.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marvel,
Yeah.
and then it will do Star Wars as well.
Yeah.
It's not like because they're different. The Star Wars TCG and Magic the Gathering TCG are different. It's like, oh, we have a really good player in the CFL. He's never gonna go to the NFL because he plays in the CFL. He's already famous.
Right. Right.
No, he has a chance to go play in the big leagues.
Right.
That's what Magic is. Magic is the big leagues of
Right.
actual played TCG.
I agree.
Yeah. No.
Like,
It's just nonsense.
like if you're not playing Magic or Pokemon, then you're definitely playing something more obscure, right?
Yeah.
One of those
I've heard good
three.
things
Or
about
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
the One Piece.
Yeah, One
People
Piece.
really love the One Piece.
I'm really enjoying the Gundam one too.
And there's that new one by the people who make League of Legends, I think, Riftbound.
Yeah,
People are loving that.
Yeah. But no, Mariah's right. If you're not playing the big three, you're playing something. It's not
Right.
Red Dig. It's not the same.
Yeah.
I guess. And then Pokemon, like people are gonna hate me for saying this, but Pokemon is a collector's game. It's not.
Yeah.
Like they have big prizes because of Pokemon, but their tournaments and championship, it's all like if you think the metas in Magic are bad, metas in Pokemon are worse.
Really?
You have 60 cards. All of your energy is associated to a creature. You can't reuse it.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
The game itself is just really limited in mechanics and how things like it's really resource heavy.
Yeah.
Like, you're not only is energy unique and specific to a thing and harder to get than like mana is, but you're also nowadays you're using your creature's HP for attacks,
Oh.
and so you're doing a combo of that, and then the goal of it is when you win you've played the Pokemon games and
Yeah.
you've played Pokemon with us when we played the TCG.
Yeah. A few times. Yeah.
The thing is, like, you win a battle, you get to take a prize card, and then there's like 9 or 12 prize cards, however many.
I thought it's 5. It's
So-
it's 5.
some amount of prize cards, and then after that's how you win the game.
Okay.
Like you get all the prize cards, and you win the game. It's just like you don't even get a chance to use that last prize card. Like the whole like side deck mechanic thing is cool. Like, oh, I have an extra pool to draw from if I do something cool in the game. That's neat. It just falls short, and I went way too hard. Welcome to Attempt to Catch. That's a callback to our first episode, guys.
Yeah.
Ayo.
It just shows that like that is popular because it's Pokemon, because of the games,
Yeah.
because of the anime. Card game is popular to collect. It's not popular to play.
Yeah.
I
mean-
would say I would say that,
It is very
Or-
limited game for sure.
but in terms of like fully fleshed out, I'm gonna say it's probably if you consider them the big three. I would even consider One Piece is getting up there. I'd put it under One Piece in terms of like
Game.
Playability.
Yeah,
Playability.
Yeah.
That's the perfect term for it, playability. In terms of playability, in terms of how like fully fleshed out the game is, it's probably of the big. We'll call them the big four now, because like One Piece is taking over. It's probably 4, you know. And it's funny too, because Yu-Gi-Oh is more fleshed out and it has the worst prices, the worst price support internationally for the leagues.
Really?
People are going to like air fryers.
What?
Yeah.
Why is that a bad thing?
Because like a Pokemon tournament like goes for like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars.
Right.
And Yu-Gi-Oh has been around for a long time, and it has a very serious player base. I'm not a big fan of it, but like they're playing for like chump change in comparison to like Magic and Pokemon.
An air fryer?
Yeah, there was a big meme this year. It was a big meme. Like there was like it was a toaster oven or an air fryer or some shit.
What the fuck? That's laughable, man.
People are
I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh's laughable.
Yeah.
so.
You ever go on TikTok and watch them play
I was
Yu-Gi-Oh?
gonna tell the story, and I was like, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
People take it so seriously. They've got the dual discs, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Ah," like dude, it's so good. Avatar's the latest set to come out.
Yeah.
We're in official release weekend right now. Pre-release was last weekend.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've already built a theory crafted deck, and I've built a fully fleshed out deck. Well,
Toph is
I need one.
a scary creature.
You two play a lot of Arena, so you guys have a lot more. I didn't go to any pre-release or anything. We've just opened some cards, and I've played with our pod. But, how are you guys feeling? Mariah, we'll reverse this. How are you feeling about Avatar as a set? You've played a ton of it, and you have multiple decks.
I think, as a set, as a whole, I think it's actually very fun. Like, I like the mechanics.
What decks are you rocking right now?
I just have my Aang Shrine one, and then I have a Toph one. So, but I've been all of them.
You do the 3, or I guess you're playing standard, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's-
Top. So I was like, but I guess you're right. If
Yeah,
There's
no, I
so
don't
many
play.
Toph prints in this set that you could have a Toph deck in standard.
Yeah. Yep. I have an Aang deck too. I have all the Aangs in. Well, not all of them, because I was like, that one doesn't really fit. But I play the Shrine one the most because it's fun. Because you can airbend shrines in and out, and then you can airbend creatures who will search for more shrines for you.
Sick. Oh, that Aang's Journey.
Hey, bye.
Yeah, that 2-drop you showed me today. Was it a lesson?
So yeah, it's a
Enchantment lesson?
it's a 2-drop, and you can search your library for land, but there's a kicker on
Yeah,
it.
if you do a kicker, you can do a land, basic
And
land,
a shrine.
and a shrine.
Yeah.
It's so good for 2, and then whatever the kicker was, that's super
I
good.
think
The
two more.
kicker was 2 more, yeah. It wasn't
That's
a lot.
fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Favorite card so far?
Hey, bye.
Hey, boy, sick. Matt, how do you feel about Avatar?
I'm done a couple events, a sealed and a draft, maybe 2 drafts. Yeah, it's cool. Like, I think they knocked it out of the park with like the flavor of the mechanics. I think what they did with firebending is like super creative and like giving you powerful effects, but only in one phase.
I forgot to mention that one.
Yeah.
Fucking firebending in Vivi. You throw Iroh in Vivi. Do you know Iroh? I don't even remember which one it
Iroh?
is.
Yeah.
It's the one that gives all your creatures when they attack
Yeah.
firebending.
Yeah.
And you throw that in Vivi, and that would be so fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rough.
But yeah, I think that's really creative. Like giving, and a lot of the firebending cards have a way to use that mana stapled on, so you're just not like using it.
Right.
I think that's really cool. And then Water bending.
I think waterbending kind of was the one that got the short end of the stick here.
Yeah, because it's kind of like improvise, where you
Yeah.
can tap artifacts and creatures to pay for it. And because of that, they made them over costed. Because, you know, you have 10 creatures, then
Right.
you have 10 mana to spend, basically. But
Yeah, that was what I was noticing a lot about the waterbending is like, it was like waterbending 6.
yeah, it's
I
a
was like,
lot.
damn.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Favorite card?
The mono green Toph? Is there a mono green Toph?
Mm-hmm.
There's 2, I think. There's Blind Bandit, and there might be 3.
Can you bring it up?
The blind bandit is the one that
It's like a 4-drop?
earth bends. No.
Let's do.
No, I think the other one is the 4-drop.
Not used to this. Couple. There is
Is it that?
Blind Bandit. This is the uncommon.
Yes.
Yeah.
That thing, 3-drop.
Mm-hmm.
She is dope.
Mm-hmm.
I had her in my sealed pool for the event.
She's in my shrine deck.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Here's Earthbending Master. This
Yeah.
is the second one. Wait, only 2? Art.
Okay.
Or might only be 2 mono greens. I might have been wrong. But there's a lot of different tops. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
there's a lot of different tops.
The
that are-
3-drop one. That's what I'm
Mhm.
talking about.
Blind Bandit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's good.
Yeah, for an uncommon, like, Earthbending is
It's
just
so
so broke.
stupid because you bring that out, you bring her out, and then you pull out a land, and then you play the Southern Air Temple, and it gives you 1/1 counters based on how many shrines you already have out. So
Okay.
then it will give your land like 4 more
Oh, whoa.
4 more 1/1 counters. So then she bumps up 4 more count.
power.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is Southern Air Temple the black one?
Nope, that's the white one. That's the Northern Air Temple.
Northern Air Temple is black? Okay.
And that one's the one that takes life. And you
Yeah,
gain life
yeah,
whenever you
okay.
play another shrine.
Pop is sick as fuck. For me, I haven't done any events. I've theory crafted a Toph First Metal Bender deck around ETB, and I found out I was just farting around and I discovered the Infinite Earth Bending combo that I really want to use with Shia and ETB Earthbenders like Toph the Blind Bandit and Boomy. Hope the Boomies does it. Actually, do the Boomies do it? Boomies sick. The Girl Boomy, and then I think Boomy 3 Wishes.
That the green one? That's like a... I had that and Flopsy in my sealed pool with her. Dude, it was just... It was insane. Like, and I had enough... A lot of times I had enough lessons in my graveyard to do all 3 of the modes on Boomy.
Yeah.
And it's like, for 6 mana, you get to draw or scry 2. He becomes a 7/7, and you Earthbend like 4.
Yeah.
Dude, it's,
Wild.
fucking, it's insane.
Wild. But yeah, so I've theory crafted Toph Blind Bandit around not Blind Bandit, First Metal Bender around ETBs, around getting infinite combo going with that and doing some nutty stuff with it.
Can we talk about the art on that first Metal Bender card?
This one?
Mm-hmm.
The Shadowed one?
Yeah. That art on all of the cards, on all the ones they have like that, are so freaking cool.
It is, but you better have every word memorized, because I think there's a lot of words on that card.
Yeah, there is. There is.
It's cool. Yeah, it's like 6 or 7 lines of text.
A lot of words. Yeah, but the
That's what you
full
have a phone for.
Yeah.
textless silhouette ones are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool. And then I built mono. We bought a bunch of Jumpstart too. I built the mono red Zuko Master Firebender, Firebending Master.
That one's a good card. That one's a stupid card.
I don't think I've seen
You have Iroh in that deck?
I don't have the Iroh. I think we need. Yeah, so he's a 2-drop, 2/2 first strike Firebending X, where X is the number of experience counters, and then when you cast a spell
that.
during combat, get an experience counter.
Wow.
So he becomes an engine
Yeah.
or just quick burn. Or quick Voltron, or
Yeah.
he just like super buff, right? And he's been a lot of fun to play. He hasn't won too much yet, but I can refine it. I think he's a lot of fun to play. Yeah, I really love the set. It's probably my second favorite set of the year. The only ding that I really have for the set, the mechanics are great. It's fun. I think it's flavorful, like you said. I'm not a big fan of the art, and some of the custom art on like the new cards are sick, but like the bonus sheet art is just being like straight clips from the show and not even like really redone that well is kind of the only thing that I gave it a knock
It's
for.
disappointing because like you have a team of artists that can draw cards for you. Fucking use them.
Is there a Blue Spirit card?
Yeah,
There is? I guess I haven't seen it.
me and Keith Woodard was last night. The Blue Spirit.
You may cast it. Never noticed.
So it has fluid flash.
It doesn't itself. Never noticed. Oh wow. Enters during combat. So it's like a ninjutsu commander.
Oh,
Dude, you can make a
that's cool.
sick Izzet deck between this Blue Spirit and Zuko I just showed.
Yeah.
That'd be a sick.
Yeah. They work well together. They have the same build.
I was just thinking about
They're the
putting this
same
in
person.
Sonic, and I realized it doesn't help because those cards have to have Flash or Haste. Yeah.
That's a cool.
Ooh,
That's
cool
not
art.
real.
Custom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not.
Dude.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. But no, Blue Spirit, that's a cool card. I love the art for that too.
Yeah.
No, Blue Spirit's cool. There's a lot of cool stuff. Like, and don't get me wrong, the bonus sheet has some of the sickest, like, most powerful bonus sheet cards we've ever seen, like in one set. But the bonus sheet art is just kind of.
Whoa. Go back. Sorry, I just realized. You can click on that Blue Spirit. One more time. It enables. So if you can cast a creature on each person's turn during combat, you can draw a card. I was thinking I read that as your turn, but it
no! You cast it on
Yeah.
each turn.
That's the other good thing about
Yeah.
Zuko I was talking about too, is it's also during combat. It's
not your combat.
Yeah.
But Firebending X doesn't Firebending only trigger when they attack?
That's not what he gets. Experience counters when you cast a spell, so he gets just on your turn. He'll have even more firebending.
Right. So as long as you in combat cast on other people's. I got
So Aang does an experience counter one too that makes allies for his. So like at the beginning of your end step, you get, or the beginning of your turn, whatever, you get as many ally tokens as you have counters on him,
Wow.
and he gets a counter every time you cast a creature. So,
Wow.
and then you airbend those creatures out and put them back out, and he ends up getting like 10 counters in 2 turns.
All right. Yeah. I think this has been a pretty great 1-year episode, guys. Thank you
Yeah.
for doing this with me. Been a wild ride, and I think 2026 is gonna be even better for Tough to Cast.
Or Wilder.
More wilder, more wetter,
Waster.
Wetter.
less t-shirts. But no. To sign off here, what's next for us in our in Magic coming up? Matt,
Weekly
what,
podcasts.
No.
what are you doing? Deck building events. What are you looking forward to? What's
Deck
next
building
event?
events.
Or deck building or an event, or like for you
I
personally?
do. It is on my goal to make. So my wife last Father's Day, or maybe the Father's Day before, my wife made me a custom Magic card, and I want to build a deck around it. But like, might have to go to the community because I'm not a brewer, and it's Rakdos. I just need to put the effort in, the time into like.
Posted in Mishra's deck building workshop in the Discord.
Sure. Yeah.
People give you all kinds of ideas for it.
Yeah, and I have an idea. I want to go like equipment or like something, but doing that in Rakdos is hard because white is so
Yeah.
important to equipment. But yeah, I think that's. There's a Simic deck I want to build, but then I'm gonna have like 12 decks. And I don't play enough to do that many.
Come over more, dude.
I should.
All right, what is next on your agenda for Magic? Got a deck you want to build?
I do. I might want to build a Christmas cookie deck with all the gingerbreads and shit. Yeah, do like
Mr.
red,
Ginger?
green,
Mr.
white.
Ginger,
yeah.
yeah.
Mr. Conrad, that's just he makes scrolls. I'm pretty sure
Or just something like that. I think it would be funny.
that would be cool.
I'd even probably do just like a popper deck too.
That would be that would
Yeah.
be sick. For me, I'm going to now that I'm not in CU because my work schedule got crazy. Season 3 had to drop out. I'm going to take the pre-con I was using with Titus, and I'm going to smash it together with my 1/1 deck, my Drist 1/1 deck, and make it really good. It was a lot of fun. I've been playing it. It's a lot of fun. I used a Sin Unending Calamity or whatever, or Unending Judgment or something. What is that one? The Simic one from that set. Unending Cataclysm. This thing was fun. I played this the other night, or last night at FNM. Remove all counters from any number of artifacts, creatures, and enchantments, and then it enters with twice X.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So it costs 7.
What
And it's
the
not-
fuck is wrong with
It's
you?
not just
So-
yours; it's everyone.
Yeah, so yeah, and it's you could remove all counters from any number of artifacts. So it's like
I'd be pissed.
You
I'd be
know.
so mad.
I was helping Keith last night. I was proliferating his station. Those are energy counters or whatever.
They called.
Oh.
I can't remember. Charge.
Charge counters.
Yeah.
So they were charge counters. I was proliferating the charge counters, and I was like putting 1/1s on all my creatures. He came in. They got rid of him quick, but he came in.
Yeah.
And then when he dies, you put those counters
Yeah.
on something else, like the Ozolith, right?
Shuffle this.
And then, and then he goes back, dude. It's
That's
wild.
actually a really cool card.
It's a super, and you have it in your unit deck, right? It's super sick.
It's actually
I haven't played my Una deck in a minute. I should.
it's also a great answer for 1/1 counter decks.
Yeah.
Like someone has this crazy army, you slam that down, and suddenly they have like a bunch of 1/1.
Yeah.
That's cool. I haven't seen that card. Is that a commander card?
Yeah, that's in the pre-con.
Okay. Yeah.
In the Bant Titus,
That's crazy.
But no, it was a lot of fun. But I have like Ouroboros and stuff sitting next to me.
That card is so broken.
Yeah, it is.
Like
Someone brought it out in Arena today, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not gonna play. I'm just leaving."
You know what's great? Ouroboros with a fully unlocked Hunter's
Understand?
talent and roaming throne on the battlefield.
Oh no!
Dude,
no
it
shit.
I have in my arena commander deck. I've run the. I don't even know the name of the card because it's a Spider-Man card. I think it's Jackal, but its arena name is like Dranith or whatever, and it's Simic, and I have Ouroboros in there, and it's insane.
I need there's one Spider-Man counter. I do need Layla holographic assistant. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on per creature.
It's a 1 blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that card is good.
Yeah, it's gonna go infinite pretty easy. 1/1 counters. Because there's plenty of cards that are like draw a card, or whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1, and then whenever you put a 1/1, draw a card. It's like, ah!
You know what I think's stupid on Arena? Is that when somebody goes infinite, you can't quit out.
Yeah,
Because all the triggers are triggering.
yeah.
I think that's so dumb.
I really wish that Wizards or whoever has the purse strings would invest in like a fully fleshed out client, like Magic the Gathering client. Like, why? It's 2025. Why can't you play 4-person Commander online? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like sponsored.
Yeah.
But anyway, friends, thanks everybody who's listening, who listens to this podcast. Anybody who watches any of the clips that come out of this, there'll be a few. You guys' support has been amazing, and Been a lot of fun to do.
So much.
So much fun.
So much.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in.
We'll see you guys
6 months.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in. I don't know. Are we gonna do an episode next month?
We should try to.
It probably should be in the
It
front
should
half.
probably be in the back half. Just kidding.
After the 6th. I'm busy that day.
I don't know. It really depends. I need to look at scheduling and stuff, but yeah.
We'll see you in the next episode, friends.
2027.
This episode of Attempt to Cast was brought to you by Calf EDH Productions. Theme song by Sunny Veneer. You can find Sunny Veneer on Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get your music. Guitar interlude by Bard the Jeff on Instagram. As always, this and every episode of Attempt to Cast are made possible by viewers like you.